You don't remember Penelope, but you remember Andy?
I do remember Andy. Okay? She's the love of my life.
My future. And you will never know peace as long as you're still breathing.
Security!
Shut up. You deserve to die, Gary. And you won't have a miraculous recovery this time.
Hey! Security! Shut up! Security! Die!
Judge denied bail.
Yeah, folks, so I have no earthly idea if Jordan actually kills Gary. I can't tell you. I just feel like his intent obviously was to kill him, from, you know, his dialogue to, you know, the veins in his forehead and just strangling him. Now, the question is, will Gary's screams for security, were they heard? But we know that one security guard who's nonchalant and is easily swayed with money, because what Hayden said, oh, I paid the security guard $100 to let me in. So it's just one of those things where I think that maybe Jordan is on the cusp of murdering Gary by strangulation, but security rushes in to stop him. Then he gets arrested, and then that leads into the promo for next week when Penelope is talking to him through the jail bars, saying that the judge denied bail. And there is that one moment in the trailer where we see Andy looking sad, so she probably finds out about Jordan being arrested. But in this situation, I don't think there's any out, because Penelope unintentionally was coerced into a confession. But, you know, Watt skipped so many steps in protocol that Robin was easily able to get the confession scrapped. But in this case, Jordan, if he gets locked up, so he gets caught by somebody. The fact that he is going to be seen either strangling or murdering Gary, that's easily enough to get him locked away, and I don't see him getting out of this. But like I said in my trailer breakdown, I don't know how I would feel if Gary got killed like this. Now, I know the majority is like, Jeremy, we don't care. We just want this MFer gone. And I can get that. But I think for me, well, maybe this episode is supposed to tell all, because Marie's like, that stabbing was supposed to give me control of over all of Gary's assets. So it's almost like she possibly arranged this entire scenario. And also, I don't think it's Jordan who stabbed, obviously, because he's instantly going to be arrested. And how is he going to be in Marie's hotel room getting chastised? So I don't know. I mean, he has motive, definitely. And you could tell how pissed he was when Gary's like, yeah, I remember Andy. She's the love of my life. We have a future together. And despite that, he doesn't remember Penelope or their baby that he murdered. So, yeah, part of me wonders, does Jordan only go over there as revenge because of Gary and to some extent Robin casting a large shadow and caused the failure of his relationship with Andy, which honestly was never going anywhere. And I talked about that extensively in other videos. But yeah, I don't know. Jordan murdering Gary? Sheesh. Man. Wouldn't that be something if the quote unquote, and look, I still stand by what I said, Andy's end game in her heart is Gary, despite her quote unquote loving Robin. Yeah, bull crap. It's crazy to me, because imagine if things play out where the good man who she never loved and broke up with murdered the man she truly loves, but then the man that she also says she loves gets taken by Jordan's sister Penelope, and then Andy's left with nothing. That actually would be thematically intriguing, because when you really think about it, Andy has stepped on so many people to get to where she is now. And despite finally making partner, she's going to feel empty because she has no one to share it with. And I feel like once she notices that she's made it to like the top of the mountain, she'll look back at the trail she took to get up there and realize how many people she stepped on, how many, like Hudson said, how many people you, like, your lives you destroyed, they were just left in the wake of your destruction because you're selfish and self-serving. That, I would love that. So if Jordan kills Gary, yeah, and then the good man she had is locked up for life, man, maybe Gary dying wouldn't be such a bad thing. Yeah, when you really look at it from that perspective, Andy, you got it's like little Gamora talking to Thanos after he, got the Infinity Stones and snapped in Infinity War. It's like, was it worth it? What did it cost? Yeah. What did she say? What did it cost? Thanos was like, everything. And then she asked, was it worth it? And he couldn't give an answer. I feel like the same rules apply where it's like, Andy, you got what you wanted. You made partner. You're about to get your name on the side of the building. But look at everybody. Look at everybody you screwed over. Look at all the good people who are in your life who you just used and stepped over because you had to have Gary. You love men who try to control you. But then what happens when you finally get to your end game and it's not what you expected? I mean, if you want to throw it back to Gary, remember when he finally had Andy in season 3 and they were about to be married and she said no and he couldn't get it up in bed with her? And then that sex therapist is like, Gary, I think you just love the thrill of the chase. But when you finally get your prize, it's not thrilling anymore. So Andy is just a representation of, oh, the chase is great. I don't care if I'm married. I'm having fun. But when you finally get Andy to yourself, the thrill is gone. And that's so true. So for Andy, for her to get what she's always wanted, partner, well, there you go. But hey, when I say this stuff out loud, it actually does sound kind of good. Now, you know how I do. Usually I give these theories and ways I think the show can play out, but then we get an end result that is pretty dang disappointing. So let's talk about it in the comments below. Like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.